16 historical giants captured in light for centuries. Humanity could only dream of the real faces of history's titans, known solely through flattering painters who erased scars, hid wrinkles, glorified power. But in 1839, everything shattered with photography's birth, an unforgiving mechanical eye that froze people exactly as they were. No artistic lies, no royal airbrushing, just raw, unfiltered truth etched in silver and glass. What you are about to witness will stun you. Legendary figures born in the 1700s who shook hands with George Washington, fought in the American Revolution, rewrote science and law, lived just long enough to stare into early cameras. These are not sketches, these are actual photographs of revolutionaries, presidents, queens, escaped slaves, inventors, and entertainers who bridged the painted past with our visual present, time machines, letting us lock eyes with mortals who shaped the world we live in today. Presidential revelations begin with John Quincy Adams, the earliest born U.S. president ever photographed, born 1767 when America was still British soil. Sixth president, son of founding father John Adams. He finished his term before photography existed. Yet in March 1843, at age 76, he sat in Philip Hose's Washington studio for a daguerreotype. His stern, unyielding face captured, without flattery, no warmth, no smile, the man who terrified his own children, who became Congress's fiercest anti-slavery warrior. Biographer James Traub said the photo shows a person of great integrity and austerity. Adams himself wrote in his diary, the operation is performed in half a minute, but is yet altogether incomprehensible to me. This daguerreotype vanished for 174 years, hidden by Vermont Congressman Horace Everett's family, until 2017, when it sold at auction to the Smithsonian, the oldest existing photographic portrait of any American president, a direct visual link to the colonial era. Andrew Jackson, seventh president, born same year as Adams, 1767, defeated him in 1828's brutal election. Lived barely long enough for photography. The most famous daguerreotype, taken 1845, months before death at 78 by Matthew Brady, who later shot Civil War horrors Old Hickory. Weathered by campaigns, duels, personal tragedies, his 2 terms expanded presidential power, crushed the second bank, triggered the Trail of Tears. The original plate damaged, but an engraving saved the image. For restoration, we see determination in hollow cheeks, frailty in failing eyes, the real face of a controversial titan who defied courts and changed America forever. Marquis de Lafayette, born 1757, already elderly when photography arrived, fought in American and French revolutions, earned title hero of 2 worlds. 1841 daguerreotype in Paris, age mid-80s, one of the earliest photos of any major revolutionary figure, a man who knew Washington, Jefferson, Hamilton, drafted France's Declaration of the Rights of the Man, saw Napoleon's rise and fall. Looking at his aged face is staring into 1776, a living bridge to the founding era. Royal figures next, Queen Victoria, just 20 when photography invented, reigned 63 years from 1837 to 1901. She and Prince Albert embraced the medium, collecting photos from 1840s. One of the earliest daguerreotypes, around 1844, shows her mid-20s, vibrant, youthful, not the black-clad widow of later years. First monarch seen truly by subjects, camera stripped away, painterly lies created human connection between throne and people. Napoleon, the third nephew of the unphotographed Bonaparte, first French president. 1848 to 1852, then emperor until 1870. Downfall. Most poignant photo, 1872, in English exile, 6 months before death. Formal attire, medals on a fallen man, last echo of Napoleonic glory. Dignity amid ruin. Entertainment legends start with Sarah Bernhardt, divine. Sarah, born 1844, Paris, world's first international stage star, before Hollywood, photographed by Felix Nadar in 1860s, age 20s, daughter of a courtesan, slept in coffins, kept wild pets, had famous lovers, performed after 1915 leg amputation, starred in early Silent film's bridge between theater and cinema, her photos show the wildfire behind modern celebrity Mary Pickford, born Gladys Louise Smith, 1892, Hollywood's first female superstar, America's sweetheart, co-founded United Artists 1919, with Chaplain Griffith Fairbanks, first woman to run a major studio 1916, first millionaire actress, demanded profit shares, photos reveal transformation from humble girl to shrewd mogul, curls hiding steel, Charlie Chaplin, born 1889, London, most recognized face of silent era Little Tramp, iconic but off-screen photos show serious, sophisticated director teen music hall shots to 1970s exile, built comedy empire influenced global culture, real face of cinematic genius Lillian Gish, born 1893, lived to 1993, from silent era to blockbusters, invented screen acting with D.W. Griffith's subtle expressions for close-ups. B. Davis said Gish invented screen acting. Photos span 1910's fragile ingenue to 1980's elder stateswoman. With Mary Pickford, they represent Hollywood's birth freedom fighters. Harriet Tubman, born into slavery around 1822, escaped 1849, led 70 others to freedom via Underground Railroad, long only known in old age, but 2017 discovery of 1868 to 69 photo, age mid-40s, stylish dress, lace cuffs, eyes burning with determination, post-Civil War activist for suffrage, real face of America's Moses Sojourner Truth, born Isabella Baumfree. Around 1797, escaped 1826, famous Ain't I a Woman speech, 1851, sold carte de visite photos, I sell the shadow to support the substance. Revolutionary use of image to fund activism, challenge stereotypes, dignified gaze, weaponized Frederick Douglass, born into slavery around 1818, escaped 1838, most photographed 19th century American, 160-plus portraits, no smiles, refused happy slave trope, used camera as proof of Black dignity, intelligence, 4 lectures on photography's democratizing power, visual arguments for equality. Scientist Charles Darwin, born 1809, published Origin of Species, 1859, earliest photo, 1842, age 33, with toddler son William. Pre-beard, pre-fame, later 1860s, 70s, white mane, deep lines, evolution of a revolutionary, captured frame by frame, Samuel F. B. Morse, born 1791, painter turned inventor of telegraph, brought daguerreotype to America, 1839, visited Daguerre in Paris, opened NYC's first studio, 1840, taught Matthew Brady his 1840s. 50s photos show man who shrank space with wires, froze time with light, cusp of photographic age, oldest people ever photographed, Conrad Hireborn, 1749, photographed 1852, age 103, Revolutionary War veteran, crossed Delaware with Washington, earliest born American, captured eyes that saw 1776, Baltus Stone, born 1744, photographed early 1850s, over 100, another revolutionary, Hannah Stilley Gorby, born 1746, photographed around 1840, mid-90s, earliest born European, captured pre-revolution face. These centenarians lived most lives without visual record, born when only paintings existed, died with faces preserved forever, first generation born into photographic age, children of 1840s grew up with cameras, long exposures, parents hidden under drapes or using head clamps to keep still, first humans with no memory of a world before photography. They saw motion pictures, early TV pioneers of our visual era. These historical figures represent a unique bridge generation, born when appearances were artistic, lies lived to have truth captured in light. John Quincy Adams's stern gaze, Victoria's regal youth, Douglas's dignified pose, Tubman's fire-eyed determination. Photography democratized memory, once only for rich, now for all, collapsed centuries, reminded us history is recent. A revolutionary veteran photographed means 1776 isn't ancient. Entertainment pioneers Bernhard Pickford, Chaplain Gish invented celebrity, built Hollywood political Titans Adams, Jackson, Lafayette, Victoria, Napoleon, the third wielded power, unfiltered social reformers, Douglas Truth. Tubman used photos as weapons of resistance. These images reveal humanity, the set of a mouth intensity, an eye's posture across time. Photography collapsed centuries, brought past into present. Let us look into eyes of people born centuries ago, who changed everything. Real people who struggled, lived, shaped our world in ways that echo today. These photographs are visual time capsules made possible by a perfect storm of longevity and technology. Mortals who bent history, trapped in light before light, trapped us all.